right. There we are. What's up, everybody? It's Travis from Peaceful Point. Wanted to come at you with the weekly word a little bit later than normal tonight, but to be honest with you guys, it took me a while to to figure out what exactly it would be that we'd be talking about. But then I was just doing a short little run on the treadmill, and I started thinking more about the Bible study that we did last night, and it was based off of Matthew chapter 4. So what I want to do is I just want to dive right into the word, and then really tie this into a song by the Protest, and then put it to your real life. So Matthew chapter 4, we're going to do verses 1 through 10, and it's when the Spirit leads Jesus into the wilderness, and it says this. It says, "Then Jesus was led by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. After fasting for 40 days and nights, he was hungry. The tempter came to him and said, 'If you are the Son of God, tell these stones to become bread.' Jesus answered, 'It's written, man shall not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God.' Then the devil took him to the holy city and had him stand on the highest point of the temple. 'If you are the Son of God,' he said, 'throw yourself down, for it is written, he will command his angels concerning you, and they will lift you up in their hands, so that they will not strike your foot against a stone.' And then it says, Jesus answered, 'But it's also written, don't put your Lord your God to the test.' Again, the devil took him to a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world in their splendor. 'All of this I will give to you,' said, 'if you bow down and worship me.'" And this is the takeaway here, right here when we go into verse 10. Jesus said to him, "Away from me, Satan, for it is written, worship the Lord your God and serve him only." And then the devil left him alone, left him, and the angels came and attended him. So what I want to take away from this Bible verse, right, is that there was a showdown going on. We had a showdown very clearly between Jesus and Satan. And here comes Bryce, coming to make an appearance in the video for a second, who should be in bed. Hang on. Just go over there, please. I'm literally in the middle of a live video. Thank you. So, anyways, as Bryce was coming down here, we had a showdown, a legit showdown between the devil and Jesus, right? And this showdown is something that I feel like happens to us every single day, right? We have a choice. We have a showdown between doing what's right and doing what the devil wants us to do. And oftentimes we're ill-equipped because the devil comes at us during times that we struggle, right? Christmas season, whenever there's bills due, whatever it is, that's when the devil tends to show up the most. And there's going to be these showdowns day in and day out. And the takeaway, though, is that Jesus was able to quote the scripture. He was able to say, "Stay away from me, Satan, for it is written, for it is written." Jesus was prepared to show up for this showdown with Satan, and eventually Satan was just like, "I can't win. I can't win." So how do we get there as Christians in that time? I love how the Protest did this. This song is just, it's powerful, and it's called "Show Up to the Showdown." I'll post the song in the links, but it says, "I hate to break it to you, but I ain't going nowhere. When my number's called, you'll size me up, and you'll see that I'm not scared. Challenge is so inviting. Trials won't make me run. Pile on the pressure. I'm at my best when I'm under the gun." It says, "I'm at the top. I won't stop till I take you out. Pile on the pressure. I'm at my best when I'm under the gun." And then it says this in the chorus. It says, "I'll make it out alive. I've got a heart to survive. You know I won't back down. I'll stand my ground. I'll show up to the showdown." Now, first of all, just picture Jesus and the devil going at it, and then having Jesus basically, then obviously this isn't a scripture, but I can just picture Jesus being like, "What you got, devil? Because I ain't going nowhere," right? And then it says, "Challenge is so inviting. You're not going to make me run," right? So how do we get to that point? How do we prepare ourselves to show up to the showdown? I think it's very, very simple. We need to trust God, period. And when the trials happen, we need to not back down. As believers, we back down from so many challenges. We're like, this is getting tough, so whatever, we'll just do whatever. And then the devil's winning, right? Like, we're getting ready to start a ministry, and then we have a setback. And we're like, well, tried, right? We're getting ready to do something completely out of the ordinary. We're getting ready to, change the way that we do whatever it is. And then the devil does something else. We're like, well, we tried, right? Career-wise, you get ready to make this huge move, and then all of a sudden you're either offered a raise somewhere, or the first day at work is a struggle, and then the other company says, "I'll take you back," right? That's the devil. We need to be prepared to show up to the showdown. We need to say, when those trials, when those temptations of any kind, come our way, we need to say, we won't back down. We'll stand our ground. We're going to show up to the showdown. And how, but we need, as believers, this is the takeaway though I want you to say, We need to make sure that we're at our best when we're under the gun. Okay? Right now, be honest with you guys, that's my struggle. I could be a great believer all the time, but when troubles hit, that's when I'm swearing. That's when I'm saying things that I shouldn't be saying. That's when I'm at my doubt. We need to become like Jesus when he's in the wilderness, right? That means we need to dive into the word. We need to actually learn what it is to have a relationship with God. So when trials come our way, we're not swearing, we're not saying this, we're not saying where is God. We're getting on our knees right away and we're saying, devil, that's all you got? That's all you got? Because I got a God, he's going to fix this for me, right? I'm at my best when I'm under the gun. Why? Because we know that we have a God that's going to be there for us, period. End of story. So, I mean, listen to this song, right? Be ready to show up to the showdown because times are going to get tough. There's going to be points where you have these struggles. It's going to be you versus Satan, clearly. And you need to say, I'm standing my ground. Someone offers you something you shouldn't do, you're standing your ground. There's an opportunity that looks good, but you feel like it's not right, you're standing your ground. You're going to show up to the showdown. You're going to say, away from me, Satan, for it is written, worship the Lord your God and serve him only. Right? Show up to the showdown. Whatever that opportunity is, don't be afraid. Look the devil in the eyes and say you won't back down. Be prepared. Show up to the showdown. Have a freaking fantastic week. I'll see y'all later.